Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
Hola a todos, buenos días, sean bienvenidos a la fecha 7 del GT Champions International GT Series. El día de hoy estamos desde Virginia, en el Virginia International Raceway, para nuestro America Challenge con GT3s y GT4s, GT3 y GT4. Sean ustedes bienvenidos.
Auch an die deutsche Community ein herzlich willkommen zum 7. Lauf der GT Champions International GT Series. Heute heulen die Motoren in Virginia auf dem Virginia International Raceway auf und wir hoffen auf ein tolles Rennen mit viel Action und hoffentlich wenig Kleinholz. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß, lasst gerne ein Like und ein Abo da. And now it's your turn, Chris.
That was fun. What a great introduction. Thanks, Tilt. Thanks, Pix. Welcome, everybody, to GT Champions. It's round 7 of the International GT Series. Only one more after this to go. It's going so fast, I don't like it. But we're at Virginia International Raceway, and as you can see in the background there is grass at every single corner to keep all of the people very honest in their track limits. It's one that's going to come out and bite you, that's for sure. This is a 3.2 mile long track in Freedom units. For the rest of the world, it's 5.262 kilometers. We have 17 turns, although there's a lot of turns that have multiple numbers on them. So it's going to be a busy day racing around this race course. GT3 lap record 144 by Laura Spinelli in an AMG GT3 back in 2022. I haven't seen anybody, I didn't see anybody in practice get that, but they were really close. So this should be a really exciting race, folks. For just a little refresh for all of you, our AM drivers are racing in the GT4 version of the cars, and our pro drivers are going to be driving the GT3 versions of the cars. We're going to be here for an hour, folks, so you have to listen to me and the rest of the folks here in the booth as we talk about this second to last race of the season, leading into our winter time, Be a lot of fun. That's me, Chris, there on the left with the rosy cheeks. The Mr. Chrome Dome Fry is here. Hey, Fry, good morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
We're doing okay. We're doing okay. And with us also is Pix. He is doing our design and production. Good morning, sir.
Hola, buenos días.
Bien, gracias. That's awesome. Anyway, that's about all I know. I could say baño, and after last night, I know how to say milk. So
Okay.
it was sorry. Etan Vanezzer, our executive producer, the man behind the glass, the Mr. Oz. That's what we need to call him, is Oz, behind the green curtain. Anyway, and then there's Till. Till's here with us. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
There he is. He's our live race steward, and he'll be keeping track of these racers today. And we'll be talking a little bit more in a few minutes. We're going to have a special guest with us today. So big shout out to Origin Micro. Thank you for all you guys do here for GT Champions. You can go check them out at originmicro.com. There's a lot about this company that I know. I've been using them for a while now. I really like them. They've been a pretty trusted company in getting IT hardware and stuff for us and for others for like 20 years or so. They got great customer service. They answer all your questions, and they've got hands down the best pricing on a lot of the gear that I use. So that's been pretty cool. And they've pretty much always had what I was looking for, which is interesting. They stock all the stuff themselves. They got laptops, desktops, network stuff, VoIP stuff. They got all kinds of different things from all kinds of different manufacturers. So we'll talk more about them a little later on today. But yeah, big shout out to them. So, oh yeah, that's right. And simracecity.com is become a new partner with us here. And we'll talk more about the F4 series that's coming up soon. Folks, it's going to be fun. It's, I think I could talk about that now. I don't know. Can I talk about that now, Pix? I guess I'll find out if we, oh, nope. Yep. We're going to, hey, folks, I just look pretty on the microphone. Pix does all the good stuff. Keeps me in line. So there we are. Round 7 of 8. We'll be at Indianapolis next weekend. And boy, weather calls for rain. That's going to be an interesting one. That's a really fun road course. I did some testing on there, of course, and it's a lot of fun. It's really fun in the F4. But in GT racing, it's going to be a lot of great places for overtakes on that track. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss that one. It'll be next weekend, folks. Oh, I'm sad that it's going to be over. All right. Hey, so Tobias, Elias, and Luca, all teammates running in the top 3 in the pro class. They are all here today. So it's up for grabs still. This is not locked out by anybody by any stretch of the imagination. So it's going to be really good. We'll keep an eye on those 3 as we go through the pro class today. Over in the AM class, that one's a lot closer. Look at that. 3 points separating the top 3. Sukan after his win last week. Jarmo and Thanprasit. Look at them. All right there within 3 points of each other. But those 4th and 5th are right on their heels, folks. Anything can happen today. It's gonna be something special. I can't wait to see how that works out. So, oh, and I was saying the sim racing or simracecity.com F4 Cup coming. We made a little bit of a change. If you'll notice on the schedule, we still have 6 rounds with 2 races in each round. And we have narrowed it down to only 6 tracks. So we'll be visiting each track twice, some with different configurations and some without. Ooh, it is going to be so good. And I've been working with Jeff McConey over at McConey Setup Shop and getting us some sweet setups. I've been buzzing around the tracks with him, just getting a feel for him. And man, that car feels good there. These are going to be some fun races. I'll tell you, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think my favorite 2 picks are going to be Long Beach and Sonoma. And we're going to actually be at this track, Virginia. That'll be the first round that we go to, December 7th. So
Yeah,
we'll be back to this track here in these open wheel cars. It's going to be fun.
Yep. Laguna Seca, Indy is gonna be fun as well. Yeah.
Yep. For those of you who like grass, we'll be here at Virginia. For those of you who like sand, we're going to be at Laguna. For those of you who like dried out grass fields with zero color in them, we'll be at Sonoma. So we got lots for you to go and see. Anyway, so the folks are out here in their qualifying, trying to get their times in. We got everybody out there. Well, they're not on the track together. They each get the track all to themselves for their qualifying. Hey, Fry, we talked about this race course a lot over the last couple of weeks leading up to this race, and I know that you have a I don't want to say special, but you definitely have some history with this track, or you've always wanted to go there or something. I can't remember exactly what, but you mentioned Virginia like a dozen times last week. So,
It's been on. It's like a bucket list track. I mean, honestly, one of the little places I want to see is that little farmhouse out on the bay. You know. But no, this place it's a lot like Road Atlanta. It's fast. It's twisty, turning. Like you were saying earlier, not a lot of places to pass. But it just looks like it's so much fun to drive and aggravating at the same time, like doing that or something.
yeah.
So yeah, it looks like a place that I would, just want to drive over and over and over. Also the scenery. I'm kind of like a country boy, so, a nice wooded area, little house back there on the pasture. That's good for me.
Yep. At least the trees are far enough off the race course. You're not going to run into those. So
Yeah. See, like,
this
that's
this
just beautiful right there.
Yeah, this track is very reminiscent of Goodwood in that it's covered with grass on both sides of the race course, right? And you get two wheels off the track, it's going to be really, really hard to keep it on there if you're in a corner. It really is, and it just wants to suck you right off the race course. So hopefully the drivers are going to be mindful of that. It's it looks like yep, the drivers are going to grid. I'm going to go take off, folks, and have a little chat with the drivers, make sure they understand what they're supposed to be doing today. I'm going to leave you with Fry here for a moment to talk with you.
Waiting on picks to put up our starting grid. Looks like Elias will lead us off with Tobias and Henry Lettinen jumping up into third, Michael Schmidt in fourth, Austin Dilch fifth, Chris Hitty in sixth, Marco Hawkins seventh, Parker Dime in eighth, Patrick Rich in ninth, and Jed Kopp rounding out top 10. Everybody's here today, huh? Hopefully we'll see a lot of Mustangs. I know we won't from Morgan Smith or Noah Banman and Luca Haas running out your top 13. And to the close AM class, Sukan is going to lead us off. Florian Horvath in second, Fernando Rosario in third, Steven Saunders in fourth, Max Pelt in fifth, Dan Spritt in sixth, Michael Piccanini will be in seventh, Jarmo in eighth. So those top three are pretty spread out on the start. John Cannon is joining us today, so he will be in ninth. And Matthew, I think it's Brent, in rounding out top 10. Rafael Rodriguez in 11th, Nathan Hallman in 12th, Billy J. Sigmund in 13th, and Jordan Navarro with no time. I think the last three had no time, so they'll all be starting at the back. And yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That top three, Sukan's right now got the advantage starting out front. The other two gonna have to try to find their way from the back, and strategy will be key in a place like this. Nice weather, looks pretty average, partly cloudy or maybe a little sun peeking out here and there. I like places like this. The elevation changes, not a lot of places to pass. Not a big fan of S turns, but this place is going to be fun. I can't wait to see these guys, especially when I think we've seen the lap traffic come into play, about 20, 30 minutes in, halfway, especially with the pit stops. And I do see a lot of Mustangs. I think a lot of you know I kind of like the Mustang just a little bit. Might be biased from here. And, even the pace car, representing. So we definitely got that going for us today. And our DG teammates are going to lead us off with looks like 3 out of the top 4 again. Got the Mustangs to compete with, and they've been running the McLarens. The McLaren seems to be the popular car through most of the series. So we'll see if the Mustang with a little home field advantage can win today. Not that I'm pulling for him, Chris, but
I know you and your Mustangs. Look, do you see that I put a Mustang in front of the field?
So I said even the pace car representing.
Yep, I changed it just for you. I figured you might want to.
I appreciate that. I do.
And we have, I think we're gonna have. It's either. I think there's just 4 of them now. Henry, Austin. Oh, Austin is here. Henry, Austin, Parker, and Patrick. Those are our 4 Ford Mustangs.
Watch them, to run to the front in each class.
Yep.
Or are they all on the pro? And yeah, Dansprit is our lone Aston Martin. I was looking for the Lambo. I know somebody was running the Lambo. Yeah, there it is. I know somebody had it.
Yep.
So we
how's our
our
gap looking to the between the pros and the AMs on the course? Hoping that it's pretty big. I tried to let him know to keep the space a little. Okay, perfect. No, that's perfect. Awesome. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. We still have a little ways to go before we get ourselves to the start-finish line. This is the backstretch. This is long and fast. These GT3 cars should be able to, if let's say you had a bunch of GT4 cars lined up nose to tail, they could probably get past 8 to 10 of them on this backstretch. So it's going to be plenty of overtakes happening here, and it's long enough that you can get some slipstream off the car in front of you, even in the GT4 cars, to get some overtakes. So hopefully, as I just instructed all of the drivers to do, is to be patient. We've had some challenges with the GT3 drivers trying to be a little too aggressive. Till knows what I'm talking about. Trying to be a little too aggressive, getting around the GT4 cars, and it's been making things a little bit difficult on the slower drivers to have a fun and safe race. But I let them know that our live race steward's gonna be watching a lot closer at how some of these overtakes are happening. All right, pace cars diving off into the pit lane. We're going to watch as Elias and Tobias, wow, that's fun. Elias and Tobias teammates on the front row. We're going to wait for those green lights. There we go. I thought maybe the barn was going to turn green, and that was our indicator. All right, there they go, on the gas. Look at that. Oh, a little bit. Elias had a little bit of space there. They're going to get into turn 1. Folks, this is a really sharp turn all the way down to the second gear, probably first gear. Hold it together long, and it's going to keep turning. It's going to keep turning. It's going to turn some more. Holding it together. Look at that Mustang diving up into third, or trying to. Ooh, nope, didn't quite make it happen. And our GT4 cars, they've gotten through turn 1 clean. Oh, no. Whoa, Noah gets a little wide off the track. Woof. Look at that. Everybody has made it through. Let's see if everyone can get through the first sector without losing spots on the track. Here we go. Single file. That's the way it's going to have to be, except for these 2. Ooh. Wow. Oh, little bumpy. Noah Bandman is just throwing that Ferrari in there, trying to get some spaces. I absolutely know right now Till is on replay.
Because I heard turny everywhere.
Yeah, and I heard some drivers let out a few concerned comments. We'll use that. That's right. That's the right way to say it. And I'm sure that's going to be looked at. But there we go. 2 Mustangs up into the top 4. There you go. That's what you were looking for, Fry. Right?
Exactly. Just playing the patient game now. Let these 2 kind of settle in, and they'll run to the front. It's no worries. Strategy.
Yep. All right, into the final turn right now, Tobias, and he's going to head up to the start-finish line. So that's going to complete lap 1, and Elias will be the leader. This is Tobias that we're looking at right now in second place. And that's a long string of cars, and this is where it's going to get busy. What? That's weird. Porsche?
Well, you see how fast they're driving now. I mean, you got to do that the whole time. So by the end, I mean, the fatigue is going to start to set in. It looks like a long track, doesn't it? But it drives like a short track.
It does. And I think the challenge part is you get through this first half of the first sector. And you get through this corner right about, nope. When they get to this left-hander coming up, it's going to be kind of a hard left-hander. Here it is right there. They got to get all the way through that. And then one more lefty and then a right. And then they get down the long S's. And there's just nowhere to pass when they get into that. That's this spot right here. So as they head down here, they're going to head down. Look at this. It's just left, right, left, right. This is not an area to pass people. It just really isn't, because you can get away with it here maybe with a GT3 car if you're right on their tail. But look at all the track that you have to use to keep the car on the track. Especially not this right hand, this left hand. You got to lift just a little bit because that grass is right there, and it will suck you off into the la la land. I've done it a dozen times, and we saw it happening in practice, so it'll be really good. Oh, look at this! Another Mustang following the WM car gets around Marco. Oh, wow, that was close. Marco almost got the boots.
No boots.
No whammies.
Right. Yeah, so they're pushing so hard to try to keep up with the Mustang. As you know, you see the Mustang just gliding through the track.
Oh my goodness, you stop. Nobody cares about you and your Mustang. No, I'm kidding. Hey, for those of you that oh, look at that little maneuver right there. Okay. Nathan.
Trying to make, or is that Stanford, isn't it?
That's Nathan that we were looking at. I think that was Stanford in front of him. No, that was Matthew Brandt that was in front of him.
Oh,
look at this battle for the lead in the AM class. Porsche v Porsche, or is it Porsche v Porsche? That way I say it right at least one of the times, right? Picks. So Pino coming off his race win last weekend, defending that front spot right now. He's got Florian right behind him and a newcomer, Fernando. Uh-oh. Why is Jordan? Well, Jordan's in the Porsche. He changed to the Porsche. What's going on with Jordan? Whenever I see replays, we are waiting for that owie. Oh. He was just, yeah. That was a tough corner to get to. He was going to try to make that work. 3 wide, and he didn't quite have his nose there far enough to get the job done. But look at that. Look at that. Nose. Yeah, and look at that third place car right there. That's Fernando, newcomer. He and Nav have been Jordan. He and Jordan have been doing pretty good, considering they're very much a rookie here in the iRacing. So look at someone's flashing. Someone either doesn't like something or trying to signal the driver, "Hey, I'm going to pass you." I don't know how that's going to be, but here, look at that string. He's trying to get up there. This is where you're on the brakes. It's going to be a right-hander, and it wants to suck you all the way out to the left. You got to be so careful.
Elevation change too doesn't help.
Nope, because you can't see the whole corner. You
got to go up a hill, down a bigger hill.
Ooh, it's going to be good.
They are staying pretty close together. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, both groups are. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to go.
Whoa. Yeah, I think he's letting them know he's trying to be first. Oh, whoa. I think it was Pino almost lost it.
Oh, no, Fernando.
Oh, Rosario almost hits Pino and spins. Wait. Okay, go.
We found a gap, barely.
That was a good re-entry, though. I think that stands for it right there in the. Yeah, I think we have 2 Astons. I thought he was the only one, but I think somebody maybe switched to it, or they were just running before and I didn't notice. That's it. Also, Hallman's in the other one. Well, that's good.
I
It's
was gonna
just
try to
nice to
tell
have her.
Florian about flashing his lights, except that like they were all in the middle of this whole thing. I didn't want to like just come on the radio, hey, freak
They,
everyone out in the middle of that.
they were already talking about it.
No, I just
See,
didn't. They were like all 3 of them battling and bumper to bumper through a tricky bit, and I didn't want to come on the radio and just get everybody's mojo all screwed up. So maybe
Yeah,
Till can I'll document that too. And
yeah. I mean, you don't get a lot of straightaway time to kind of throw something out there. Honestly,
honestly, yeah, you're right.
little tough track to do that on. Even the S's, because if you get one of them wrong, now you get the other 2 wrong.
Yep. Look at Henry. So Henry was in, what was he in last week? What was he racing before? I think Henry is I'm gonna just check my sheet and then I'll tell you, because I know the answers to all the things, because it's my job to know. Henry was in the oh, he didn't race last week, now that I think about it. He was in the BMW M4, and now he's gonna be in the Mustang. Clearly it seems to be favoring him.
You have seen the light. No, it's a good car to get to, and we're always happy if you select a car that works better for you. So that's why we give everybody at least one chance to change a car.
Yep, just once.
Yeah. So I mean, at least if you start with one you're not liking, at least you get a chance to change, and that's the best way you're going to learn all the cars, is try all the cars, and then you'll see that I'm right. But that's okay. You get to.
Well, wait,
there's
some information that you need to know, sir. And I believe I don't think iRacing's made it official, but maybe they did. I'm only speaking from what I heard on the podcast a couple days ago. They and a video that was out. They have the new scan map for the Acura NSX GT3 2022 car. And I think that's coming out in the next update as another GT3 car to have. So, yeah, that thing's going to be a beast. That thing is so cool.
We shall see, my friend.
Yeah, we shall see.
We'll have lots of races to put it in, so that'll be the good news.
Yep. Oh, Max is up there in the front with those guys in the GT4 class. I was wondering about that. There we go. Well, that's not Michael Piccinini. That's Steve Saunders. There he is. Steve Saunders, one of the drivers who gets out there and gets his camera shots. We get to see. Looks like he's added a couple monitors. I can see that screen now from the look out the side of the car. Super jealous, Steven. We love you, buddy. So he's out there. I want to call him our MVP. Makes every single race. Never makes a fuss, always finishes every single race, right? He's just awesome. I like Steve.
Just happy to race. I mean, that's what. Sometimes it's just nice to get with a group that you always race with, and you know each other, and I mean, you want to win, yeah, but if you always just have a good run, it's fun.
Yep. Hey, you know what? Before I forget, because I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that we have a special guest that is going to be visiting with us, and we have a few minutes to bring them in and talk. Oh, look at that! Is that a little karma for the light flashing thing? All right, we'll keep an eye on that. If he starts doing it again, then I'll definitely say something. But I wanted to bring our friend Don Donnelly from Origin Micro in here with us. He's got a few minutes before he has to take off, and we wanted to have an opportunity to talk to him and thank him publicly with everybody. And let me first see if he's there and he's got a working mic. Hey, Don, are you there with us? He shows unmuted for me, but I don't hear him saying anything. All right, we'll let Don get his stuff figured out, and maybe he's got push to talk turned on or something like that. Hello, Don. It's our live reporter from the field having some audio issues. I saw that. Never mind. That's a long story. There's some really funny. If you ever just go out and look for like crazy in the field reporters and some of the stuff that they go through out in the field, it's crazy.
It probably helps for me to set up a push to talk button. Hey, what's going on?
There you go, Don. Welcome, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? Thank you for having me on the broadcast today.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm not sure if you're watching the race along with us. The GT4
Yes, I am.
Classes, really keeping things spicy up in the front these first three. But
yeah, I know. I've seen some interesting action so far. It's been good.
Awesome. So, folks, this is Don. He is the president of Origin Micro. Do you want to take a minute, tell a little bit about the history of your company and kind of your elevator pitch?
Yeah, sure. My name's Don Doney. I am the president and owner of Origin Micro. I'm actually second generation. I took over the business about 6 months ago now. We are a wholesale stocking distributor of IT equipment. We specialize in notebooks, desktops, networking equipment, VoIP, pretty much anything small, medium-sized business that your business might need. We are authorized distributor of HP, Lenovo, Dell, Asus, Juniper, Polycom, Yealink, HPE, Aruba, pretty much you name it, we got it. Jabra headsets, if you want a nice gaming headset, we have those as well. We do lots and lots of notebooks and desktops, anything from consumer to gaming equipment, all the way up to the high-end business stuff. We're located in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, just an hour north of Boston. And we do ship not just in the United States, but we ship globally. So if there's anybody out there in a different market, just let me know and we can definitely help you out.
That's awesome. Yeah, I tell people before each of the broadcasts, that once I met you and your company and stuff, it's been really a pleasant experience to work with you guys. You guys get things shipped out quickly, send us all the serial numbers. It's like everything that I've always wanted somebody to do, and then you guys do that part. So it's pretty awesome. So good on you, man.
Yeah, thank you. And that's something we pride ourselves on. We have a dedicated sales staff. You call us, you email us, heck, Chris, you text me, and we get back to you very quickly.
I like to think I'm special VIP, that I have the president's cell phone number on standby.
Yeah, I don't hand that out willy-nilly. That's for sure.
It's awesome. Hey, Don, we really appreciate your support here. I know it's not your wheelhouse for your company. To you don't sell sim racing equipment. I mean, you have computers. Obviously, you can get all that stuff.
Yeah, you know what? We've sold quite a few of the like the lower end, like the wheels and the pedals and all that stuff. We used to have actually pretty decent stock of it. I just haven't carried it recently. So we do actually, and we have in the past sold racing equipment.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And I imagine, look at this battle going on. That goes for second place. So Florian trying to get that spot back. We're gonna try to talk to Don and not miss all the action that's going on track. You sell Asus, so do you do their their PCs and gaming any gaming PCs or anything for people that might be interested in that? Or
yeah,
is it
you name it, we got it.
Interesting. Okay, so you hear that, people. So what you got to do is you got to get over to Orange Micro and say, hey, Don Donnelly sent me, and I raced in GT Champions, and he said I can get a 95% discount if I say his name.
I don't know about 95, but I can definitely get you a hefty discount. And normally, and by normally I mean 95% of the time, we can beat any pricing you'd find elsewhere online. So that's one of the perks to working with us.
I am raising my hand in the air physically. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm raising my hand saying, "Yep, I know he can." I'm not on a camera. What am I doing? The what? Oh,
I
okay.
said I saw raise your hand.
Oh, you saw my hand. Okay. Oh, look at this! Wow, that was a good move. Yeah, I can attest to the discounts. In fact, I had a price on something. And I sent him the price, and I said, if you could just beat this by a little bit, and instead of just beating it by like $5 or something like that, it was like significant. I was like, you don't have to do that. And he goes, it's okay. So good people to work with there. So. And Don, having your sponsorship here really is nice. It helps us keep the lights on, so to speak. Okay, our lights are always on, but you get my drift.
Yeah, no, this is something new for us. We've done plenty of other sort of marketing, but this is the first sponsorship we've done, and it's really fun, and it's cool to see it on the vehicles, and then like on the drivers. You sent me over that image. That's really cool, and I'm happy to do it. It's just one of those things that it's fun for me, and I enjoy it, and hopefully everybody out there enjoys seeing some sponsors, because this seems like something that could absolutely grow into a behemoth. So I'm here for it. Absolutely.
That's awesome, and we really do appreciate that. And I have a question for you. It's more of a personal one. So I had Don send me a couple pictures just so I can get to see in my brain what he looks like, right? And the little baby, is that little baby still a baby, or is that from a while ago?
Oh, that's actually no, no, that baby's about a year old now. That's not mine. That's a friend's.
Oh, I see you. So you're just taking pictures with holding friends' babies. Okay, I got you. I'll know a little bit more about Dawn now. I'm teasing.
Yeah, man. Everybody loves a baby. Come on.
They do. They do. They really do. I love babies. I want to be a grandpa so bad, and I don't think it's going to happen. So, oh well, we'll see what happens. And folks, I have been saying his name wrong for all of the time I've known him, and this is the first time I've heard him say his name, Donnie, not Donnelly, Donnie. And okay, I gotta remember that.
It's all good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Don Tony. Yeah. It's strange but true. DONEY.
Okay, got it. And he sent me a message, phonetically how to spell it. I kind of got this big old smile on my face. That was pretty good. Well, hey man, you're welcome to hang out with us and continue to watch. I know you got some things you got to go to. You're probably a pretty busy guy, and the weekends are your only time to get things done, just like me. So go enjoy your weekend, or you can hang out here with a little bit longer. Do you have anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, I got another 10 minutes or so to hang out. We've got, you're right. It's a packed weekend over here at the Doney household. So I do have some household things to get to. But I can hang out for about 10 minutes or so. And as far as anything else I need to say, no, not really. I'm just enjoying watching the race here.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks to you from all of us for all that you're doing to help GT Champions get bigger, stronger, faster. We're going to become the bionic. What's the equivalent of a bionic man in sim sports? I don't know what I should have come up with that before I said anything.
Aren't our vehicles bionic by nature?
Oh yeah, I guess they are. They are. That's true. Well,
maybe more in the future. Maybe once Elon creates some hybrid, AI Tesla monstrosity.
They already have driverless cars. They were testing out some open wheel cars. They weren't Formula 1 cars, but I think they're like Formula 4 or Formula E, actually, I think is what the cars were. And they actually put the cameras on them and are having AI, and they did like a couple races with the AIs, and I think they crashed into each other a bunch of times, but they're working it out. Speaking of working it out, oh my gosh, here we go. The GT3 cars now working their way through the GT4 car field. So the pros have caught the AMs now, and they're trying to make their moves. This is where it's the roughest, is these guys have to make their way through and past all these slower cars. If you're looking, you'll see red mirrors and red number boards. Those are your pro drivers. The blue mirrors and blue number boards are your AM drivers. So they've got to work their way, weave their way through these, and try not to be a hindrance to the AM drivers, because they have their own race to do too. Like here's the swervy bits. They're gonna have to lift through a bunch of these swervy bits to not ooh yeah. Oh, this is so close. Oh man. Austin is trying to keep right there behind Michael through all of that.
There are no inches to give.
There is the AM class leader with the second, third place. Oh my gosh. Is that Tobias? That is Tobias. That guy is he's been thrown in people's sides for a good portion of the season. So he's been making these AM guys very nervous. Whew.
That was a fun track, ain't it?
Yeah, I've seen some multi-class happen on this track before, and it's definitely doable. And
it's one of my favorite ones that IMSA goes to.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hey, so Pix asked me to ask Don a question, and I love it. So Don, have you ever been to an arcade and done any of those racing games where you sit and you drive it with the steering wheel and pedal, like Spy Hunter or whatever those other ones were, or a real simulator like somewhere?
Yeah, I've been in simulators in the arcade. Yeah, those were when I was like a kid. I mean, maybe aging myself a bit, but back in the 90s, they were kind of like everywhere. And they were always janky. But that was something I love to do and still love to do.
Yeah.
I was dead.
There are a lot of. Sorry, right when you started talking, that Audi spun around as dead middle of the track. I think it was like parting the Red Sea with these guys. Look at that little battle here. He's trying to get to the inside, and they're going to touch in this corner right here. The Mustang came out. Look, but watch this. Look at all these cars. Don't move. Just put the brakes on. Oh my gosh. That would be so scary. All those cars flying straight at you.
I know. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. No whammy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, was that Mr. Stonders I saw off the track? I saw McLaren off of there. But we get to watch this again. So look at this. The Mustang stays in. Looks like he left enough room. I think maybe the... Oh, we're going to get the view from on board. Nope. Ah! Wow. Just wow.
Quick reaction times are very much appreciated from all the drivers.
Yep. Oh, did the Mustang just hit?
Yeah, he just hit. 25 minutes in though. So that was Patrick. So I think he did this last time. He pits a little bit early because we're almost at halfway. So they're going to pit about 30 to 40 minute mark.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And right now probably, you did just pass most of the. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's 2 pro cars and like 4 AM cars.
So they're in the process of passing all of the AM cars. So
and
if you pit now, you let them go around again, and then it's a longer time before you come back around to catch them again. Yeah. So you got to factor that into your track time and how you're going to pass somebody, because getting stuck behind somebody right here is the worst place.
Yep.
And I see him all over his back.
He is. He's like, he's going to make a move somewhere. And that is the right way to do it. He waited behind him and then pulled out. They've got the extra power and grip coming out of a corner. Don, here's our plan for the future. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In 3 years' time or less, together we're going to put together a worldwide international tournament, and we're gonna find somebody that has a bunch of simulator gear, and we're gonna rent a warehouse somewhere, and we're gonna have a huge tournament, invite people from all over the world to come and race and sit in the simulators in the room, and Origin Micro is gonna have all the vendors there to pay for it.
I love it. I'm here for it. I've been racking my brain for what I used to play, and like Cruisin' USA and San Francisco Rush. Those are the ones. Yeah, the Daytona. Yeah, that's my my bread and butter. Or I'm a mean Mario Kart driver. That's
Okay, it's funny that you mentioned that, because somebody mentioned that we needed to get the top drivers from our iRacing events and the top drivers from our Gran Turismo events and have a Mario Kart challenge.
Tell me when and where, and I will be there. I think you can play it online now too. I've got a Switch. I'm ready to go.
There you go. I might have to.
It wouldn't be fair because I would just win all the time. But I mean, if you guys want to do it, we can.
That's funny. Yeah, we would do that if you were one of the top few drivers in either one of the sims, but you're not. So
I'm a top driver all the time.
Oh my gosh, we love you, Fry. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh, yeah, these are so much fun, and this track has been looking fun. It's got so many pieces and parts that are like other tracks. It's like Road Atlanta, Watkins Glen, and Bathurst all had a baby. Yeah. Like, that's what this track is like. You got all these elevation changes, you got these long straights, you got the twisty bits.
That's about the only time they get a break right here, and you're still going up and down.
Yeah, and this is the back climb. Yeah, this is the back stretch that we're on, and when you get to the end of this right here, this is on the brakes a lot more than people think they're going to need to be, because this right-hander gets a little off camber because you're coming over the rise and you're going to the left, and then you got to crank it to the right. Uh-oh, what happened? What?
No.
Oh no! We lost Sukan. Okay. Piece of information, Don, maybe you don't know this. Oh, around goes Rodriguez. No, that's not Rodriguez. Who's that? Jarmo. Oh no, he was trying to get in the pits, I think. Well, he's gonna now. In our series, there's 8 total rounds, and everybody gets 1 drop round. And what that means? Oh, did he have a little help there? Oh no! Yeah, John Cannon just got taken out.
He didn't. You know what? Did you see his livery? I didn't see the KFC livery.
That's why.
Yep. There you go. That's what happened.
So anyway, the drop round is in all of your 8 rounds, except for the last one. So this is the last opportunity that drivers have for a drop round. They're not allowed to drop the last round. The lowest performing round that you have, which could be the lowest points of all of the first 7 races, whichever one you had the least amount of points, or no points if you didn't race, that round gets dropped and doesn't get totaled. And that happens to everybody. So even if somebody won all 7 races in a row, they would lose the points of one of those races. So everyone's going to get scored on their 7 best rounds. So hopefully, and I don't know if Sukan has, although I could check. I don't know if Sukan has a. Let's see. Yeah, he did not race in round 1, which means this round, which he was leading in or up near the front, he's not going to get to drop it because he already dropped the other one. So, that's going to be 2 rounds of points lost for him. That's a shame.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking right now. He's like, no. I'm sure there's going to be a message coming soon. But it happens. That's the tough part about sim racing. But we liken it to engine failure, transmission failure, something like that. It happens in real racing all the time where a car's engine just blows up, right? So that's what we equate those disconnects to.
Have any of you guys been watching the F1 in Vegas this week?
I'm recording it, and the race is tonight in about
Yeah, it's tonight, right?
about 12
Okay.
hours. Yeah, in about 12 hours from now. And last season's was pretty eventful. The thing I think I remember the most was one of the Ferraris pretty much exploding on the race course when it hit a manhole cover that came loose. Oh no! Hang in there, Jarmo.
Yeah, they promised that they covered the manholes this year, so
Yeah,
hopefully
I
that's
heard.
true.
They welded them like 3 times just to make sure.
All right, folks, I do have to jump now. I'm getting the notification that it is time to go.
That translation, the wife is giving him the eye, and it's time to go.
She's already walked by 3 times, and he was like, okay.
But yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I'm already, since this broadcast began, I just started looking up carrying more racing stock. Like I said, because we are Logitech authorized as well, so I can get that like low, medium end equipment that's kind of out of the box. So, like I said, we carried that previously, but I'll look into stocking that again. Anyway, thank you guys so much for having me. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. And there is a sponsor channel in the Discord. If anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to ping me, and I'm around.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, buddy. All right. That was fun having Don around and having a chance to talk to him a little bit. It's nice to have our sponsors and partners come in and share a little bit about themselves. It's oftentimes you just say, hey, this is our sponsor, go check them out. And it's a lot different when you get a chance to talk to them. So,
and it's nice to have sponsors that, they're like, I came across this and this just seems really cool and fun. And I'm like, yep, that's why we're here. Yep. But we appreciate you being on board. So like you said, we can definitely grow it, and we need more drivers to come around. We'll pack these fields for you. We'll have more racing just like this.
Yes, we will. As a matter of fact, we've got the F4 brought to us by simracecity.com that's going to be coming starting December 7th. And we've got, you know what? I'm going to pull it up now because I think I have it in front of me. We have 22 drivers so far registered for that event. So it's going to be a decent size field, and we're anticipating a few extras, and you're welcome to join, folks. It's just the Formula 4 car. I think it's called the FIA F4 in the sim.
That's correct.
And we're running fixed setups by Makoni Setup Shops. So everyone's going to be in the same car with the same setup.
Well, I think isn't he giving us 4 different ones? So question, can you pick from those 4 different ones each race?
No, actually, I assign the setup that's going to be used for each track. So
I say give some options, in my opinion.
Yep. So
like each
sim
track
doesn't
they
allow
get
for
like
that. The sim doesn't allow for that.
Let's
so
make it do it.
Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to call iRacing Development. I'll talk to one of the guys over there and just say, all right, listen, for our series, I need you to restructure your entire platform for us so that we can.
I mean, that'll take them,
Please do it.
3 minutes? I mean, like that's like 3 minutes. They got it. It's fine. I'm sure, right?
It'll be good though, because the Makoni guys have setups for all of the F4 series for the last 4 seasons, and the season that is either just starting or just ending. I think it's actually just ending. Well, no, it just opened. That's right, it's just opened. So it's the cars are available, and they've got their setups all done for them. So everyone will be in the same setup. So it's all about the race car driver, and how pretty the car looks, right? Because all the red cars are going to go faster. We talked about that a couple broadcasts ago, but how the
delivery does matter.
It does.
100% adds aero.
There you go.
And
these corners right here.
Special shout out to Sean, who couldn't make the race, but he's working in a nicely looking remodeled bathroom.
Oh,
and shower.
Yeah.
So
and now he's adding shelves and a seat or something to it.
Yeah, we appreciate him out there watching. Sorry you
Yep.
couldn't race.
Yeah. You know what? And I think it's, I'm thinking about what he's doing, and it's actually kind of a cool thing. I mean, he's doing it because he's getting paid and it's his job, but the guy that he's doing a project for, if I'm right, I think I remember this correctly. His wife, the guy that he's doing the work for, his wife is in the hospital and coming home this weekend and is going to need these grab bars and chairs and stuff in this newly remodeled tower or something. Like, did I get that right, Fry? Is that what he said in the?
Yeah, so
That's what
you
I
know, and instead of saying I can't do it, he went out there and he made sure he got it done for her. You know, so when she gets out of the hospital, she'll have. And I saw the picture of it. I mean, it's a sweet looking shower, and you know, the
Ooh.
before and after was awesome.
That was Jordan trying to avoid. I looked like he was getting past in those S's, and he was like, "Oh, there's somebody there," and now he's off the racing line, so he's just like, "I gotta stay here." What?
Wow, that was close. See how
Oh my
fast they're
gosh.
going through there. I mean, they are just flying.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
that was a little bit like, look at this dive underneath through the S's, and I told them all, try not to pass through these S's. These GT4 cars need all the room they can get, and that shows you why. He was at speed and he didn't have the apex, and he completely missed the other corner. Speaking of, oof, hang in there, Steve. You know, Steve just, even when he wrecks, I'm sure he gets frustrated. Like, who wouldn't be? But he just keeps going, like the little freaking Energizer bunny. I love it. He just, he's like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to try to figure this out. I think that's the best part of racing. It really is. Like, I'm not getting emotional or crying or nothing like that, but like that like, you feel that, right? You feel the pride.
Yeah, it's the number one rule of racing. You gotta, if you start, you finish. I mean,
Yep.
it doesn't matter what kind of, you know, where you finish, but some days you know it does. But you know, you gotta finish.
Uh-oh, it's a replay. That back end is loose. That back end is loose.
Big
Oh,
ouch.
John. Oh, John. John's trying to. I see. Oh, I see his livery. It made sense now. That's like why he's not in the KFC car. And Pix knows why. We're gonna be working with John a little bit more here soon. I believe so. We haven't finalized anything just yet, but I know we need to. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it's a good pass. Well, I think he saw that's Sukan, right? Yeah. So Sukan was just all over the place and not in any shape to. Man, what is this? Is this for fourth?
Yeah, there's Mustangs.
Three-way battle for fourth.
Down on that last DG car.
Look at them go. I do like the red. That's my favorite one. The red livery on those cars. I don't know who made them for them, but they did a fantastic job. And I know how hard it is to do those. Well, for a guy like me, Pix probably is like 2 minutes, Chris. 2 minutes. 2 minutes easy. Yep, he did that one. That's for sure. Look at it. He that's cool. Yeah, the RWB guys are all brand new, and some are having a better time than others. I feel bad for Fernando right there. He was in third place, and then did he make contact or did he just lose?
Somebody just went bye-bye.
Oh, that was Michael. Isn't that Michael Schmidt? Wasn't that who was in front of them?
Yeah, he lost the car.
Yeah, I think he just lost it.
Yeah.
Did he?
I think, yeah, right there. He
was
flips
a little
the curve.
sideways
He
on the
gets
track.
I told you get the first one wrong, you're gonna get the second two wrong.
Oh, and he hits the wall too. That's gonna. Oh, look at that! It's all smashed in. And we've already gone through the pit cycle, so he's probably already done that. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Well, that's good
everybody's
for
made their
Austin
pit at
and
this
Parker
point.
now. They're only 4 seconds from Henry, so, and they've still got like a ways to go. So they got about just under 20 minutes to go. So I wonder if these two Mustangs can catch that third place Mustang. Ooh, so Mustangs 3, 4, and 5, Fry. Somebody
As I
found
said
a team I like.
him.
Oh no, is that Sukan? Oh, he
Sukan.
went from bad to worse to terrible. Oh, or is it bad to terrible to worse? I don't know. Whatever. It's not great.
I'm pretty sure like that was correct because he did spin around, right? Like, however you said that was correct.
Yeah, I guess so. I was gonna say he was in first for part of the race, and now he's all the way back in 12.
And then and now it goes to.
Yeah.
He just went in so hot.
Yeah, he was on the brakes. That back end was coming around. He was not gonna make that corner. Oy vey. Well, this is good news for this is good news for Florian. He needed some he needed to be able to get some points up there on the board. Where's Jarmo on track right now? He is currently
He's having a rough day as well.
Yeah, Jarmo is running only 1 point behind Sukan. So is he ahead or behind him on track? He's ahead of him by almost a minute.
1 minute gap, yeah.
Yeah, so after this race should swap their positions or tie them, actually, because I think that far back the points are only
but
wow, those guys wide.
Florian's gonna get the gap now.
A little bit. Well, Thampersit, where's Thampersit right now? Is he out there? He's in third. He's on the podium. He's only 3 points behind Sukan. He is if it were to finish the way that it is, he's going to be the new points leader. Where's he from? Where am I going to have to send the stupid coin? No, I'm just kidding.
It's overseas. 100%. And I think you have to route it through Germany and then send it to where he is. So it's
and I think they put it on a
that's how the
maybe Till can just forward his coin.
Till, can I get you just to etch the number to a different number, and then I'll send you a new one later.
Just turn a 0 into an 8.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. Looks like look at that. P1 and 2 are pretty close. What's the gap between Elias and Tobias? 6 seconds? Okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, top 3 have kind of just ran out.
Yeah, and these two are separated only by a second.
I mean, and the Mustangs, right on top of each other.
Yeah, and this battle for the top spot in the AMs is going to be pretty good. Florian's currently running in about 7th place. He's about 30-something points behind Sukan. And finishing here in the 2nd spot is going to be a lot of good points, that's for sure.
You're both getting passed by Elias, going up the hill like a freaking mountain.
Yeah, it's a long ways up. Yay! I've been given the green light. Okay, folks, listen. Okay. Teaser coming. We are in the planning phase of 3-hour endurance challenge races over this winter with team driving. And I'm just going to say it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. So I'm not going to say a lot more, but if you're on it.
But you can say that one of the cars is going to be most likely a prototype.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be multi-class too. I guess I could have said that. So the teams would be either, if you want to choose to be, something just big happened. Oh boy, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to what we were talking about. We need to unpack whatever this was. Okay, so Raphael running in 4th. There's the pit exit cone. He's on the inside line just to kind of give space. Oh boy. Oh no. Leave. Oh, did he get his nose? It's almost like he got his nose chopped off. Who was the he was in the corner. Maybe we can get a different view from his chase cam. I'm just curious. He's racing.
It's like the worst place to catch a car that you're passing with
Now
another
this look,
slower car in
he's
front of
on the
you.
brakes, and he's like, okay, well, I'm on the brakes. I have to make the corner. Oh, look, that guy is just coming.
Oh, he
Actually,
didn't make the corner.
yeah, he didn't really leave him the space, and I think Raphael may have been slightly understeery, but ooh. Well, our steward will be taking a look at that, and we'll see what he has to say about that. It'll either be no. Yeah,
And
I think Michael thought he cleared him maybe by then, or that uh, I keep wanting to call him Florian Raphael. I think maybe Raphael was he thought Raphael lifted and was letting him pass, but he's like, I'm just trying to get to this apex and go around the corner. Oh, well, we'll see. I'm sure the rewind and fast forward buttons are going back and forth on Till's stuff right now as the live stewarding is checking all of that out.
you see him. Nav is not having the best of day, but he is riding around an ace, so that's a good day from where
Yep.
this earlier excursion.
Yep. But that's not too bad. Eighth place. He finished in the top 5 in the last 2 races. He had a top 5 finish and a podium the last 2 races, which were great points for him to move up into the
You know,
this.
it's racing can be just like football or something that has a half, because we saw a bunch of drivers in the first half, they did not have a good day. Now they're having a pretty good day. So
Yeah.
it is amazing how like a pit stop or just a reset or something kind of helps them out, and they can get it together. Also helps when other people have trouble.
Yep. All right, so Morgan Smith made those liveries on those WBM cars. I was looking at the
I
chat,
like
folks.
that one.
Sorry, I get stuck into the race, and I get so excited telling the story, I forget who I'm telling the story to. And so I'm sorry about that, folks. I know you're there and listening to me. I just keep forgetting that you can talk back to me.
And make sure you like and subscribe so you can get more.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So look at this. That is Stan Persit. He's running 3rd on the track, and he's running 3rd in the points. Yep. And where he's finishing right now, he's going to be our new championship leader. Now, I've done drop rounds for everybody that's already dropped around. So I'm going to take a quick look. Jarmo has not had a drop round yet. So far, his worst performing round is 8th place. Fan Persit, his worst, he hasn't had a drop round, and his worst is 13th. So what's even worse for Jarmo is he has to drop an 8th place finish, but Fan Persit only has to drop a 13th place finish. So that's a big point swing right there.
Oh yeah.
And Sukhan has already got a drop round, so that kind of screwed him up here. And then Raphael has actually finished in the top 7 in every race that he's been in, and he's not far behind these guys. So he has to drop a 7-point round, or 7th place round points. Woo!
That's
So
gonna make
after
it a
this,
little crazy.
yeah. So after this race is completed, anybody who I haven't assigned a drop round to, meaning they didn't start a race, right? Or they didn't finish. And when I say didn't finish, do not finish is somebody who did not, they may have started the race, but they didn't complete 50% of the laps. So if you don't, even if you did show up to race, if you didn't finish 50% of the laps, then you don't get points. And so that's a drop round for a DNF. So I'm going to go through those all today. So the points are going to be all shook up. That's for sure. Like Tobias, he has to drop a round. He hasn't missed one yet. And he's going to be dropping a 7th place finish. But Elias has already got a drop round and a do not start. So, so it's going to be interesting to see points wise.
And that's all before we go to a track that it could possibly rain at, but we don't know yet.
We'll see what the weather says, but yeah. Oh, look at that. Someone got a drive-through penalty. Jarmo did? Is that who 336 is?
We've seen a few
It was
penalties in the
Carlo.
race. So, like to your point, with all you moving the points around, I mean, by the end of this race, they're all going to have penalties assessed. So that might change some things up too.
Yep. And
So
matter of fact, the live race steward just sent us the details. You know that they reviewed it and they said there was enough space left for him, and he just understeered the understeered. Oh, this is his third drive-through for the race. He must have been getting a ton of off tracks. So he's gotten a bunch of incident points that the sim has already given him on top of that. Wow. Oh wait, no, those have been wow. Someone is gonna be no longer, if they were a friend, with our live steward after this race. That's
You
three
will hate
black
me now.
flags. Three black. What's that, Phil?
He is having a tough race.
Yeah, I was gonna say if our live race steward is catching enough information to black flag a driver 3 times, they're having a rough race. Wow. Speaking of rough race,
there's a reason they're always way up in a tower, away from everyone.
Nobody can reach at them.
They leave us down here for them to, come talk to us. But now, the steward's all hiding up in the tower.
Yeah, look at this 4th place comeback for Rosario. He's there with just 7+ minutes to go, and he is looking at 4th place right there. So the 2 McLarens, Fernando and Rafael. Oh, this might be an overtake. He's getting in there. He's like, I'm
right here. He goes.
Oh, not if he does that. Not if he does that.
Don't kick it out.
Oh, yeah, he just lost a ton of speed. Give up. Live to fight another day. There we go.
Yeah, you got another lap to go to sit behind him and then try that again.
Yeah. Rosario had a rough moment in the last race when we were at oh my gosh, my brain is not remembering where we were. I could see the whole track in my brain. Where the heck were we last week?
See, now you got me doing.
Nobody else knows.
No, Detroit.
Detroit, that's it. And Fernando and Sukan had a moment together, and hang in there, Jordan. Good save. Yeah, so he's like, I want to get back up into the top part of this race. I'm wondering if Jordan is rethinking the Porsche. Oh, he's trying to hold that inside line.
I'm pretty sure he's thinking something about a Porsche right now.
Oh, look at these two. This is going to be really hard. Just single file through here now. Get your corners.
I mean, he is Mario Karting that thing through the corners.
Yeah, he's got an Aston Martin in front of him. He's got a... Is that a GT? That's a GT3. No, that's a GT3 Audi. That's a pro car. Who is that behind? I don't know. Trying to keep his tires warm or something? I don't know. Oh, is that Jed? Okay.
I think through here is, he's just waiting because he knows right here he's just going to, blow by him. So that's the patience that that's what it looks like.
Yeah, what it looked like and what it is.
Well,
weird.
I've seen a couple of the faster cars when they go through the second set of S's, they've been snapping the car out to get that motion.
Get it to turn in.
Yeah, they sort of go ahead and get that motion going. So when they go through there, they kind of stay on line.
Oh, Parker, gonna go around the outside. Good save. Wow, I was like, don't hit the gas.
I think a little bit he was just kind of weaving around back there, just waiting until they got around that corner, and then he was going to go.
All right, let's see. How far away is Austin from 4th place? Oh, he's only a couple seconds away. I think the top 3 is set, right? Like they're pretty set. There's a lot that would have to happen for the top 3 not to finish where they are.
Good run from Henry. He pretty much, I think, started third, ran third. So those
This is
DG guys, everybody's got to kind of step up to catch them on our next go around.
so just 9? Wow, look on 9 spots. That's awesome. The race leader, Elias, I was talking about earlier, he's already had his drop round and a race he didn't finish, and he's only 28 points behind Tobias. Now he's gonna win this race with Tobias in second, so he'll get some extra points, maybe the fastest lap. I don't know who has that right now, and he doesn't have to drop any points. Everything he's gaining today and next week are all positive points for him. Tobias has to lose a 7th place finish set of points. That's a giant difference.
Oh, yeah.
So I think these two are going to be duking it out tomorrow in next week's race at Indianapolis. That should be fun. We can't pick a pro or am winner right now, which I love that we can't decide. We've had this decided before, right? Where someone doesn't have to show up and they can win. What was his name? Ken Copeland? No, Ken. Was that right?
Ken Copeland.
Yeah, he had it like the last 2 races he wouldn't even have to show up for because he just won every race he showed up for. But we're not going to have this here. There's actually going to be the championships in both of the classes in next week's race. So that's definitely one, folks, you do not want to miss. Absolutely. Woo-hoo.
And that will be at the famous Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. There we go.
Indianapolis.
All right, we've got just under 2 minutes. Oh, look at the happen!
And you said nothing can happen?
Now he doesn't even have to earn it. Oh, Mr. Brandt. He was having a great race. I don't know how bad that car is. Oh, it's a mess. Look at it pushing.
Be limping around until this thing's over.
Yeah, that thing's a mess. And he's still going. How fast is his car going? Right, he's probably still doing 90 miles an hour.
At this point, he's just hoping this is the last lap. But I mean, man, one more around the race in that car. Ugh.
Let's see. There's actually going to be 2 more laps because he's going to. Well, is he going to cross the finish line? He is. So he's got to go one more time around Elias before the race is actually over. So that means everybody else does too.
Ugh.
Or actually, I guess it might go. No, it's not. He didn't get the white flag, so which means he's going to have this lap and one more to go.
Yeah, because you can't pull in the pits and just sit there till the race is over, can you? Or do you have to
you
just
can.
drive around? Yeah,
you can. I mean, just fall to the back of the field.
Yeah, I think that's inevitable after he spun and hit the wall.
Yep. Oh, it shows that he crashed again, Matthew Brandt. So I wonder if he's driving that limped car around. If it's that's tough.
Looked like the arrow might have to be adjusted.
Look at this. P1 in the AM class is right on the back side of P11. P11 Sucon right now. So, oof, that went from bad to worse. Jarmo disconnected? Oh no. Jarmo. Holy crap, folks. This is really changing things around. My goodness.
Yeah.
And look at this, Steven Saunders going for that 7th place against Jordan.
Like you say, he stays in there. He goes to the end. Here he is, battling for one more position with, like you said, one more to go because they're going to have to come across the line.
Yep. Ooh. Steve Saunders currently running in 12th in the AM class, which is about dead middle. Okay, here's the finish. Way to go, Elias. That is another win for Elias in the books. Tobias Sack will come across 8 seconds later, and 2 more seconds after him. It's going to be Henry in a Mustang on the podium. There you go, Fry. Awesome. Where's our...
I have something for that if you give me... There it is.
Yep. Yep. So we still have to wait for the AM leader to get all the way around the rest of the track. he's way back there. You can see it in the little map up there, the number one, little blue number one up there. That's him going down the back stretch. And look at that. That's Luca, and then Austin Dilt's going to come home with a top 5 finish with his teammate Parker Dime in 6th. And there is Schmidt in 7th. Chris Heide will come home in 8th. Chris Heide, a real life IndyCar racing team air jackman. Is that what he is? He runs the yeah, so that's kind of fun. This is the AM leader. He's got a 5-second gap. Unless his car blows up right here, I think he'd still roll across the line in first. Yeah. So congratulations there. Way to go, Florian. Woohoo! 2nd place, Max Appel. He's been there the whole race.
Yeah,
he's just silently sitting there running in it. So
sometimes a good quiet race is a good thing, you know.
Yep. There's Stan Persit. He's going to come home in 3rd. It's going to take a minute, and then Raphael will be a few seconds behind him.
Rosario will survive with the top 5.
Oh, Matthew Brand limping that thing home. Oh, he's still all the way around. Oh,
looks like a Mad Max car.
Yeah. Oh, Max Appel and Florian Horvath are teammates. Okay. I was looking at their liveries and I was like, they seem pretty similar. So, oh, look at this. Elias is like, let's go. Let's spin the rest of the rubber off this car. Nice.
There's not really a place to do donuts, you know. Yeah, like find a runoff.
The front stretch is good. They actually made it 40. Yeah, he'll find a spot. I was gonna say they when they redid this track back in the late 90s, they made it to 40 feet wide on the front stretch. It used to be narrower, if you can imagine that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at these guys. They're gonna try to get a picture together. Here comes their teammate. What's this team called again? The over me. They're trying to do like formation finish. We'll put that on the stream. Look at that. There we go. Nice job, guys. Good times.
Yeah, these guys are fun. They always do graphics for the social media, and Sukan is always so much fun in the interviews, and this is a cool team.
Yep.
We have some cool teams here. DG and so many cool teams.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're very fortunate to have a good group of drivers that are participating in our events. There's always, one or two that rub people the wrong way in anything you do in life, but for the most part, I think we got a pretty solid group of people to race around, and a lot of new guys, a whole lot of new guys this season. There we go.
They always provide us with good racing.
Yep. So, all right, Brian, I'll let you tell us a little bit about this.
Sauer's going to win, Tobias in 2nd, Henry Lettinen in 3rd as they started, Luca Haas in 4th, Austin Diltz 5th, Parker Dime in 6th. A little disappointed. Y'all should have got up there and ran them down in those Mustangs. Michael Schmidt in 7th, Chris Hitty in 8th, Patrick Rich in 9th, and Noah Banman in 10th. And Marco Hawk, rough day, in 11th, Jed Kopp 12th, and Morgan Smith with kind of a quietly rough day. We didn't talk about him much, but Florian with the victory. A little bit dominant over Max Appelt, who was very quiet in 2nd. Dan Spritt will probably take the points lead with that 3rd place. Rafael Rodriguez in 4th. Fernando Rosario in 5th. Nathan Hallman in 6th. Jordan Navarro with a kind of a rough day, but a good finish in 7th. Steven Saunders in 8th. Matthew Brandt in 9th with can't believe you got 9th with that car you finished in. And Michael Piccanini in 10th. That thing looked like a Mad Max car. 11th. Sukan Pino in 11th, Jarmo in 12th, John Cannon 13th, and Billy J. Sigmund If he finished, as he was. Okay. Okay, I got you. I was like, how is he that many laps down? He do like.
It was 32 laps by the leaders of the race, so you'd have 16 laps to get it done. So anyway,
He did not
that was
make it.
that was a lot of fun. Well, hey, all the guys have one more race next week, right? We'll finish up at Indianapolis, and then everybody can get their sights set on the F4 Cup. Plus, we'll be presenting soon details about the endurance races that we're going to be doing through the rest of the winter. Well, I shouldn't say winter, through to the end of the year, presumably, and then the track list and details for the International GT Series next season. I'm going to leave the name out of what that one's going to be called because I'm not telling you. But those are me and Pix are finalizing those, so we'll hopefully have those out pretty soon for you guys. So lots of fun stuff coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Should be great. Should be fun. All right, let's see. I know that Tobias is here. We're gonna wait. I don't know. Do they have another endurance race they're doing somewhere they have to run off to? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I know Tobias is here. Tobias, do you know if Elias is going to be joining us by any chance?
I don't know if he wants to join, if he wants payback and have me impersonate him, or what's going on there. I've been talking to him all race long.
I forgot about
We've been
that.
having good chats, but
I forgot all about that. That is awesome. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to message to him again and see if I can get him to come out and join us. Let's see. Also, I want to talk to Henry because I want to. I
He
like
had
to
a
talk
good
to
run.
everybody. Is Florian around? Oh, Elias is
tell
in
us
our
about-
waiting room. So Elias is now here with, but let me see if I can find Florian. I don't know if he's gonna get the message because his Discord's in Do Not Disturb, but we'll see what we can do. We'll just start with Tobias. We don't have Henry here just yet, and we'll come back to him. Oh, wait, just a minute. Hold on. Henry has arrived here. Henry, are you there, bud?
Yes, hi.
Perfect. And Florian, you're here?
Hi, mate.
There he is. Let's talk to Florian first and have a little chit chat with him. Buddy, that was an interesting race. That was not something that you got handed. You really had to work at that one. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was really difficult for the start. Like hard to pass in front of me, really hard defending. And once I got into the lead, I made a little mistake. Just concentration issue, I think. But yeah, what can I say? I'm just happy to have won. I really don't have that much time. I just gotta go to a prom.
Okay.
So
well, hey,
that's,
then,
I'm actually
congratulations,
just
man.
suiting up right now,
Wrong
so
button.
that's really stressful.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button, man. I was trying to give you the horns and the claps. A lot of fun back and forth up there in the for the first part of the race, the three of you. So congratulations, man. Did you say you're going to your prom?
Yeah, I'm going to the prom. So actually, I'm suiting up right now. I have to go in like 5 minutes.
Throw on a tux and
Yeah,
awesome.
actually, because they told me, yeah, can you be there like in an hour? And I was like, nah, I've got plans. So
I am never
a bit late,
surprised.
but that's what you have to do for racing, I guess.
Yes, you do, Florian. Yes, you do, and we appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Hey, go have fun, and if you're with anybody that's drinking, don't let them drive. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right.
So awesome. Have a fun, man. Again, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man, and congrats to Max. Very well driven.
Yeah. By the way, that should put you up quite a bit against a couple of these drivers. You're going to be right around the top 3, top 4 in points or top 5 in points. So let's hope Indianapolis goes well for you. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna let you go. Congratulations. Have fun tonight.
Thank you, man. See ya.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
That is fun. He's heading off to prom. I love that. I love how intermingled the sim racing community is with real life. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm done. I'm sweaty. I'm gonna just wipe off my brow, throw on my tux, and head out. That's awesome. All right, let's see. Henry, are you here? Yes, he's here. Henry
Yes, I'm here.
gets on the podium with the Mustang. He changes cars, was in the BMW for the whole season, and says, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try out this Mustang for the last couple of rounds. So how'd it work out for you?
Yes, thank you. It worked perfectly. The Mustang is a great car. A little bit faster than the M4, and yeah, start to finish in P3, so that was fine.
Yeah. The you just kind of kept up there with everybody, and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's make that Mustang work. I know Fry is super excited because all he can't shut up about the Mustangs every time he gets a chance to talk about them. See, there he is. He's mashing all the buttons. There we go. Oh man, that was a good race. Did you have any scary moments, or was it pretty smooth the whole race?
It was pretty smooth, fuel saving and saving the tires, and of course the traffic could get difficult at some points, and yeah, it worked well. Yeah.
Awesome. What do you think of the track combination with trying to do a multi-class in these similar car classes?
On Virginia,
Yeah.
I like the track. Well, the traffic is tricky, so.
Yeah. Well, we didn't want you pro guys to just be all having fun the whole time. We wanted you guys to sweat it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, congratulations, man. Any shout outs before we move on?
To my team, On Fire.
On
for
Fire.
having me.
Oh, you're with
Yeah.
On Fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. You are. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, awesome. Again, congratulations, buddy.
Good. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Really? So that's kind of cool. An all German podium for the top 3 in pro and the top in AM. Interesting. Okay. Or top 2 in AM, actually. What's going on with you guys? What's in the water over there? You can, Tobias, tell me. Actually, Tobias, okay, so for this round, Tobias, you're gonna be Elias, and Elias, you're gonna be Tobias. You guys are gonna change roles for each other. So Tobias, tell me a little about your race. And how did you guys perform so well on the track?
Maybe let's not talk about what's in the water over here. We might get in trouble for that. No,
The water. I said the water. I didn't say the beer. No, I'm kidding.
To be fair, Elias and I jumped into the session quite late today, and we're trying to figure things out, what setups might be working. I went down the wrong way, unfortunately, and did commit one of the major sins in sim racing and loaded up a new setup for the race, one that I haven't tried out, just in hopes that that one might work. Turned out it didn't, was barely drivable, so I decided to do something really naughty, which is super easy done on this track, where you can just block people into oblivion and fuel save while doing that. So I was hoping to block especially Henry behind me into a massive fight with everybody behind us. Unfortunately, the GT4 traffic kind of messed it up. I was able to block us back quite some ways from Elias, giving him a little bit of freedom and time to deal with the GT4s, but didn't work out quite as I hoped for, with somebody really hunting down Henry then. So I just had to do my little bit of fuel saving there, just had a much faster stop, and then just drove it home the last couple of laps.
It's interesting when if everyone's listening, about how he was trying to overcome something by just slowing everybody else down, give his teammate a chance, give him a chance to save some fuel. It's a good track to do it. There's only so many places you can really safely get around somebody, and so yeah, taking advantage of that's smart strategy, I should say. That's for sure. Well, congratulations, man. Good job. Any shout outs before we move on?
Shout out to Veli, one of our teammates who wasn't able to participate today because he is currently dealing with an injury. And also shout out to Lucas. He, I think, came in fourth after starting at the back of the field, and
9 places he gained. Yeah,
tweaked an ankle just the other day. So shout out to him for being a man's man driving this race with all the pain he might be in still. So yeah, awesome drive by him as well.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks again, Tobias. Good job. Elias, or is it Elias? How do you say it?
Elias.
Which one?
You can try it. Elias.
Oh, Elias.
Yeah, it was quite good. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm just an uncultured swine here in the United States. We don't say anything right pretty much all the time. I'm like a fancier version of Fry. I just live in a different place.
I was going to second that till you said that. Now I'm not going to second that.
Oh man, congratulations, man. Wait a minute. You know what you need? Here we go. There you go. All right, Elias, I got to tell you, man. After this round, you've already had your drop down, one of your drop rounds points gone because you didn't start round 3 and you didn't start round 4.
Yep.
And so you're running about 28 points behind Tobias. You gained a few points on him in this round. However, Tobias has not had a drop round yet. So he's going to have to drop a 7th place finish points, which is, I don't remember what that number is, but he's going to be dropping those points. I think you're going to be tied or right at each other's throats for Indianapolis. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting that it's so close now. I mean, I actually looked the championship up because, yeah, I was worrying a bit because I didn't participate in 2 races, and of course, in the last race, I lost some points as well. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that it is so close now, and yeah, I think we will just drive Indianapolis like always, and then we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all out there. So the beginning part of this race, you had to navigate through, just your field, right, of your own drivers, just keeping them all in check. And then just before we got to the halfway mark, you guys were catching all of the AM drivers. How difficult was that to plan those overtakes as you're making your way through the field?
Yeah, obviously it is a pretty difficult track for overtaking slower cars because all the corners are very tight. But yeah, I think it was quite okay. I think I got through very well and didn't have any trouble with any GT4 cars, so it was better than expected.
Yeah, it was a lot of people look at me and go, "What are you doing with these things? Like, why are you making these track combinations?" Right? And it's not because I just guessed at things. I do spend time actually out on the tracks driving the cars just to get a feel for what it would be like to have a slower car coming up in these corners, and sometimes I get the combinations right, and sometimes wrong. And I like the way this one turned out. I think this one turned out pretty good. I'm sure you like the way it turned out. I mean, winning a race is always nice, right?
Yeah, of course. And I think also having a multi-class race on this tight and difficult tracks, I think that's what makes it interesting in the end. That you have to navigate through the traffic, and yeah, I think that really you really need to have a certain skill for that, and I think we all managed that very well today.
Yeah, you did. Good job, man. I will have the I'll have the race results out as soon as I can, because I'm really interested to see what the championship looks like, because nobody's allowed to drop the last round. So if they don't show up at 0 points, and yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna be rough. So we'll see how it goes for everybody next week. What are your thoughts on Indianapolis in the rain? Have you driven it in the rain before in this car?
I have driven Indianapolis in the dry before, and I absolutely hated it, to be honest. I think it was a few weeks ago when it was in the official calendar for the GT Sprint series. Yeah, I just practiced a bit, and I don't know. I think it's a very weird track, especially how they run it nowadays. I think back in the day when Formula One was driving there, when they drove the banking in the last corner, I think it was much better than now. But yeah, we will see. I think the rain will make it very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And there's a lot of drivers that haven't driven it before, and there's two corners where you just have to, you got to remember where the racing line is, because I think when you're coming off the speedway into that right-hander, there's this blue curb, and it looks like you want to go to one side or the other of it, and remembering where the actual racing line is.
Yeah.
And it's similar to the area on the other side of the track. And so I think sometimes people get confused and forget which side they're supposed to go on. So definitely some drivers are going to get caught out not paying attention to which part of the track they're on when they hit that corner. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Elias, sorry. I'll try. I'll get there. Congratulations again, man. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Any shout outs before we let you go off and hang with your boys?
Yeah, to my
Yeah.
team as always, and to you guys for putting this league up.
Awesome. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you running some more, and take care of yourself and have a good rest of your day. You too, Tobias. I know you're still here listening, and Henry. Congratulations again to all you guys. So, yay. All right, folks, that was pretty fun. Fry, I'm thinking you're feeling pretty dang good about these Mustangs for this race. Yep, okay. I guess that answers my question.
No, just a little bit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it's
right?
just it was more just a good race. You saw when they all came around to start getting around the AM cars. It's just so close. It's just such tight racing. Just gaggles of stuff like this, three wide, trying to dodge each other, and it's just a great track. It's
Yep.
just a great track.
I'll tell you, I've gotten just a couple of messages about some interactions between the two classes. I'll just leave it at that. And but I think from what I saw today, and Pix and Till, feel free to chime in on this. I feel like there was less of a problem between, or less incidents between the pro and the AM drivers during overtaking maneuvers, right? Does that seem, am I off? Am I missing anything, or did that seem about right?
No, to me, it's about right. I mean, it's more about the track.
Yeah, I mean, Till would know best. Did you see any?
Yeah, we had some moments, but I don't know. Maybe it was less. Hard to say.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of that happening on the track. I mentioned it before the race and during the driver briefing while the drivers were gridding up. If you touch that grass, it's really hard to come back from it. And we saw that a few times. People got their nose in the grass and just had a rough time of it. So, anyway, great job picks today. The racing looked amazing. You caught so much action. Good job, man. Congrats on all the hard work. He's bringing us some of the highlights of the cars and their unfortunate incidents during the race. But who doesn't like a good car crash, right?
They were spectacular.
You get some pretty good ones. Oh, speaking of ones, this guy.
This was pretty good.
Yeah, look at that.
For him, but
that was like a roller coaster ride right there. What's that?
and he drove that thing around for like
3 laps.
what?
Yep.
3 laps, yeah, and still finished in the top 10. I mean, yes, that was good.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, it looks like we had a pretty good race. And we're gonna be back at it next week. We're Indianapolis, where it's gonna be wet. For how long of the race? I don't know. How involved is the water gonna be? I don't know that either. I do know that the the track is a challenge. It's a tough track. A lot of people think, it's just Indianapolis. This one is really hard because you don't have really clearly defined entry points to some of the corners. Like there's curbs that are there that are not for you to use. Those are for a different layout, but they're still on the track and you have to avoid them. It's interesting. It's an interesting track to say the least. So make sure, folks, that you hit that little bell. Make sure that you subscribe and everything, because we want you to be able to see when we next come live, so that you can you can know what's going on. I want to thank our crew, Pix, as always. Beautiful work. Hitan, thank you as always for the behind the scenes stuff. Fry, thanks for your help today, man. I always love having your commentary and we talking about different things and helping out when I got to go do drivers meetings and stuff. I like the teamwork, man. Thank you.
Always, man, always.
And Till, buddy, thanks for what you do on the back end. And it's nice to have somebody we know that Big Brother is watching the drivers while we're just watching the race. And I know it's a thankless job and everybody hates stewards. But we don't. We love you, and you'll always know that. So thanks for all you do. And that's it from us here. That is round 7 of 8 for the GT Champions International GT Series, the America Challenge. We will have some more announcements coming soon. I'm hoping that we can announce the new events next weekend. I'm hoping we can do it by then. And then and we have the F4 race coming up. There's still plenty of room, so go register. Just gtchampions.com. There's a big beautiful picture that Pix made right on the front page with a F4 car on it. Just click it, go to register, and come race with us. So that's all of us here. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all on the next time.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.